your success.
Thank you.
First, to say congratulations on the In My Mind album. Does everybody have it? Alright, what's your favorite song?
Home.
Okay. Church.
Resident from your R&B love.
Yeah.
So I want to just jump right into it. So the setup is going to be ask you questions and we're going to shoot out to the audience and just ask you anything. Some questions might be a little loud.
Stop it.
Okay, so in a time and era where a lot of R&B artists aren't staying true to their artistry or aren't staying true to quote unquote what real R&B is, how did you decide to stay true to who did the Chicago gig is, and how did you decide not to conform?
Thank God that's the way I grew up, so it's not like I had to adapt to a different lifestyle. All of my big brothers beyond, like, out in my real family, like big homies or whatever the case may be, everybody encourages us to be individuals. Individuality is your core, that's your soul, that's the thing that makes your flowers different from her flowers. The individuality, and I believe holding on to that, embracing that, and watering that so it can grow, I think is extremely important.
Who are some of your biggest influences? I know you get compared to the amazing artists from the Neo Soul era, especially like D'Angelo and the whole Warren era. Who are some of your biggest influences?
It goes back to, church. I grew up in church, but my homies were knuckleheads, and I hung around with them, so I guess I was a knucklehead too. Everything from the DC Chicks to Scholars, from Josie to Condition, from the Wines to Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, James Brown, Sam Cooke. I think it's only right that I have a deeper understanding and a deeper connection. Like when you hear like Kanye sample T.O. Berry or somebody like that, or Metro Boomin, or somebody I think consistently keeps your ear welcome for the sound that I have. Without soul music being sampled, I feel like it would be even twice as hard for people to really understand what soul music is about. So for it to be revamped, flipped, choppy, sampled, I love that because it just keeps the heartbeat for my music going strong.
Some of the best R&B artists have that church background, those gospel roots. How would you say your gospel influence, your gospel roots impact your music? And how do you balance like the spirituality of things that's going into your life?
I just live life, man. It's so weird. I don't try to do any of this. I just be. I just be. I don't try to be anybody that I'm not, but I do know what else is in me, so if I want to tap into a different sound or, just anything different, I know what's inside of me and I know what triggers that light, you know what I mean? And I try to chase that. I use the phrase chasing the magic. For some people it's not music, for some people it's photography, for some people it's cooking. Whatever your magic is, that's what you focus on. I have friends of mine that's old as shit, and they still act like people are asking them what they're going to do when they grow up. I think that's so messed up. Focus on the magic. The things that make you forget to eat, the things that make you forget your best friend's birthday, that's what you focus on. The thing that takes all that time away, the things that pretty much takes your mental away from all the other things that everybody was thinking about at night. That's what I focused on. That's what my peers have focused on. That's what my heroes have focused on. I believe we all have more than one element to what makes people pay attention to us. I think music is just my first. Some people have 12 but never get in the game. You would never understand why things aren't clicking. You don't really learn the best stuff until you have the jersey on with the ball in your hand. You can only learn so much on the sidelines. So 3 years later, you stood in the same spot, you're probably looking in the mirror at the person that's talking about everybody else is not putting it into any action. Action results in a buzz.
So who have been some of your favorite hip-hop collaborations? Because you've added some amazing vocals to some tracks to some hip-hop artists. Who have been some of your favorite hip-hop collaborations thus far, and what was it like being in the studio with Dr. Dre?
Being in the studio with Dre was pretty dope. It's eye-opening and humbling in the same sense, but you really gotta understand you're supposed to be in that room to get what you're supposed to get. If you still starstruck with this Dr. Dre, you are not going to be yourself. Which is probably why they called you to come in to contribute to help make amazing music. You got 5 seconds to be like, oh shit, it's Dr. Dre, but you better go back in on your beats. Like, it's only right that we're only human to have that feeling when you work with some of your heroes. So yes, I was like, oh shit, it's Dr. But after 5 minutes, I was like, oh shit, it's BJ. You know, it's BJ and with Doc, and I began to understand that I'm supposed to be here. And they helped me maximize to the highest.
So in the 90s, hip-hop and R&B had a successful type of musical marriage where you had hip-hop and you had R&B, they complemented each other well on the track. One didn't overshadow the other, and it still felt authentically like R&B. Do you feel like, and I hear a lot of people say this, I don't necessarily think this is the issue. Do you feel like hip-hop has watched out R&B, and what do you feel about, how do you feel like the current state of R&B music right now?
I think R&B is definitely in the middle of a transition, period. Whether you believe it or not, Fetty Wap is a singer, he's not a rapper. He's a singer. When we think about R&B, we think about people that grew up listening to Usher, you know, Jodeci, Blackstreet, whoever you want to, the Jagged Edge, whatever you feel like R&B is. But you keep forgetting that when Marvin Gaye was Marvin Gaye, all he had was the people that influenced him. So time evolves, right? So now you have rap that gives you a whole other gritty feel, that gives you a deeper expression. Okay, so let me okay, this is us as a black people, right? Close the door. Close the damn door. Close the damn door, I really mean it, right? That's what rap music has given us in my eyes. It's given us a way to really express with the exact volume, with the exact frequency, with the exact just pronunciation, with the exact emotion. That makes R&B more potent. Because that's what we grew up listening to as well. Marvin only had what he had. They didn't have hip hop to ignite and turn different knobs to make his son differently musically, right? So now we have Jay-Z's to Drake's to man, pick one, Biggie. I mean, all of these people weren't alive and making music at that time. So now that we have different influences, we'll have different results. That's why you have Ty Dolla $ign. That's why you got Trey Songz. We got BJ Chicago Kid. You got Anderson .Paak. You got, I mean, you keep naming out people on Party Next Door. I mean, Bryson Tiller. You have all of these people because we have different influences. So the sound will change because we've been listening to a change. And until we understand that and accept that, we will look at R&B in a messed up way. I think R&B is in the middle of an evolution that we all don't know what it's going to be. It's best to just be you and be read about in history more than trying to read the history of someone else. Yeah.
When I think about music in Chicago Kid, I feel like your soulful music like permeates one's soul, it like penetrates one's soul. So a lot of your music explores themes of love and sensuality. What else do you think your music represents?
I try to just be a balance. You can only be at a party for so long. You can only be at a club for so long. You can only be in school for so long. Excuse me, I try to just continue to be that balance. I love to turn up to, but I love to chill out too. I love to get my mind. I love to be balanced. And me understanding it's not many of me, that means my potency has to be more potent for me to, you know, give you guys more of a balance. You understand that I am that balance. I'm everything from calling friends over, cooking, playing cards to the barbecue, family reunion. I believe I can fit and I have music that fits all of those circumstances, situations, and I'm honored that you guys received the balance. That's very big for me. I appreciate it.
What advice would you give this upcoming artists?
Never stop. Get used to being alone. Because nobody's going to see how deep and how real your dream is with you. They come along later, but nobody gets to the beginning. Light bulbs, airplanes, they call all of them stupid. But we can't live without them. Think about that. Just think about that. I'm sure the first person that invented the camera was like, this ain't gonna take no, you stupid, get this guy out of here. And now they're on our phones now. Everything is laughed at until people get it. Get used to being laughed at. Like it's not. We see some people turn it around in a day. We see stars made in a week. We understand how drink happened, how crisis has happened. Everybody doesn't have that story. Are you willing to stay in the rain 5 minutes longer than what you saw somebody else do? Are you really willing to stay in the rain that much longer? Because these days we're so used to comparing our lives to someone else's. You don't know when you came in a movie. You probably came in the 5th scene thinking you were in the beginning. You have no clue. Don't compare yourself to someone else so much.
Yeah.
You will lose yourself.
Yeah.
Pay attention to your journey. It's cool to take notes. Be a student, yes, great. But it's a fine line. Don't compare yourself to other people so much. They'll drive you crazy. And it'll drive you further away from what your real destiny is. So kind of, tap into your own as well. Please, 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 I beg you. It's times where I still by myself with new ideas that I have, and I have to go do it, and then they get it, they come along, and yeah, so this is part of life. The world is not going to be with you day one. But are you still willing to stand when it's 5 years and they haven't came yet? You gonna run away? How much faith do you have in what you do? That's very big, very huge.
What's something on your bucket list beyond realm of music that you want to accomplish?
I want to feed the sharks. Yep, and I want to keep on Anthony Bourdain until I think Anthony Bourdain is like one of the coolest dudes on the face of the earth. I cook a lot, y'all. I'm sure y'all might know. I love to cook. I'm a foodie, but I don't eat everything. But I just wrote to Anthony Bourdain. I would love to take Anthony Bourdain on the south side of Chicago, see what the real black folks eat. Every time they get downtown, the fancy cloth napkins. I want to take them with their cloth napkins. Let them eat what you eat, Let them see how the real south side is. And just kind of tap into the brain a little bit too. I'm into other things besides music.
So you got that Grammy nomination.
Yeah.
You got this new album.
Yeah.
What's next for DJ the Chicago Click?
So much. I never stopped recording. Never. I'm not waiting for them to say, you're doing a new album for me to go and start, recording records. I've always been recording since in my mind. I've worked with a few of all my favorite people since in my mind. It's been very cool. Some things I can't speak about yet. I'm sorry. I can't mess up the red carpet of them introducing what they're going to do. But I'm working on a show called Shot Fire. It's something I'm very excited about. Musically, I'm very much involved. The show premieres on Fox right after the Super Bowl, but the whole theme and moral of this show, it challenges us to think differently. What you turn on CNN and see every day, every other day, colors, mostly red, shed. I feel like the state of racism and this whole thing that we live in today is perfect timing for this show. But I'm even honored to be a part of it musically to help drive emotion, to help challenge the thoughts of the people through my music. And I'm very honored to be a part of a show that's so dope. Sanaya Lathan, a bunch more artists and actresses and actors you may know is involved in this. But I'm super excited. It's the first thing I'm involved with musically that is going to premiere at such a high level, but mostly at the highest level to challenge us to think differently. And I'm more loving ways as human beings. That's something that I always wish to be a part of. I'm not here to just help you turn up. I tell you what, think about this. You go to one of the best parties of your life, but you got a boyfriend, right? You go home from this party late, 2 hours later, he bugging on you. He really don't want to rock with you no more, but you really love him. So now you gotta figure a way how to, listen to all this turn up. Now you gotta just turn down with your mind. I just want to be the balance to help you. I don't never want to get in the way. I don't want to become a speed bump. I just want to help you get through life. Because we can all turn up, but you can turn it down too, you know what I'm saying? I just want to help you stay afloat, man. I believe in giving you gems, is what my brother called it. He was like, you can give him some knowledge of the party. I ain't had it. And I'm happy that people like Kendrick Lamar do songs like this came with me so people really understand it's not just about, the basic things we sing and rap about. I love it.
I feel like your music still has that timeless aspect. Like a lot of the artists that came before you. I know I hear a lot of R&B artists get on stage that say, "I want to take you back to the time you fell in love," and I feel like your music is going to do that. So that being said, I want everyone in attendance today to leave with a moment.
Amazing, so amazing.